Hello there! This is 8-Bit Jeff here. We are doing game number 5 of the Exocet games on the Atari ST. Game number 5 is called Pursuit to Earth. Now, Pursuit to Earth says it came out in 1988. This is on Atari Mania by Exocet. There is a developer, PDG Limited, and the actual name of the developer is Powerhouse Software Limited, which is actually in the game. Atari Mania says PDG Limited, which is just got up there because it wasn't there the other day. And they say the musician was Ben Danglish, but I hear no music in the game. There's some sound effects. Unfortunately, this game isn't very good. They say it's a 3D shoot 'em up. It's really sort of an attempt to make a very slow version of Gyrus on the ST, but it takes everything good about Gyrus and throws it away. We're gonna start it up in a second. I'm doing this entire one emulated this time for two reasons. One of them is that I want to be able to speed up the machine halfway between to 16 megahertz so we can see what the game would have been like if there was a blitter chip in. Of course, it's not an exact comparison, but it is closer to what you'll see in there was an Amiga version that came out in 1990. It's a little faster. The game still sucks. There was one review of this game, and the review of this game was in a magazine called, it was a German magazine, and the German magazine gave it a very poor review. It was at Moby Games. So let's check out what Moby Games has to say a little bit about this. We're not going to show this stuff on the screen this time because there really is not enough about this game. The game is not that interesting. I wish there was. I don't even know who programmed it. It says it was developed by Powerhouse Limited. This is Moby. There's one review of it, and there's some images, which is interesting. There's only one review they have is from the German magazine, and they gave it a 1 out of 12. So it got an 8%. That's about all you need to know about this game, although we're going to try it and see if it's any better than that. Powerhouse Limited seems to have made Icarus and Pursuit to Earth. Icarus came out for multiple systems and got varying reviews. But this game is not good. Okay, enough of the let's talking about this game because there's so little information about it. Let's just show it to you and you'll see why there's so little information about it. So now emulated my hard disk. I'm emulated the Peter Putnick hard disk version on my Steam SSE 394, and Steam SSE allows me halfway through this video to increase the speed of the machine to 16 megahertz. I'm not going to go any higher than that so we can check it out. So let's check this out a little bit. We'll go to the log. We'll go through what Peter's information about the game. His README says that this is Pursuit to Earth for the Atari ST. Haga version works on all ST and Mega TT and Falcon machines on any TOS with a minimum of 1 megabyte of RAM. And then you can press M, if you have Mega ST, but you can exit the desktop, save states, etc. And there's information on how to do that. I've never actually done it. This was done in August 2015. He probably didn't need to waste his time doing it, though. Okay, let's play. Poor Peter. Let's play the 8 megahertz regular version for the ST with limited lives. Here's how to do the save states. But, okay. So there's a great scan of the box. Looks great on an STE. And there's a Pursuit to Earth title screen's pretty good. They want disc number 2. We don't need to do that because... And then here's a little animation. And you see how slow things are moving on this screen? Yeah. That's how the game plays, unfortunately. Now, when you first start out, it seems okay. I've never... So here it is. It was designed and programmed by PDG Limited, Copyright PHS, Powerhouse Software Limited, 1988. Press fire to play. And here's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in a game. I guess these things are attacking your city, and it's on fire. But what are they? Okay, so, hey, somebody want to make a fun arcade game. That's great. I've made a bunch of fun arcade games in my time in Flash and ActionScript. Okay, I'm going to press spacebar. So, starting this game, you start out. Here's your ship. You go into hyperspace, which is the coolest effect in this game. This is the best, as good as it gets, though, unfortunately. Because instead of Gyrus, where the guys come up from inside the swirl in the middle of the screen, they come from behind you. And I swear, I get destroyed like that all the time. Now, of course, I shouldn't have been where I was, but it moves so sluggishly, there's not much you can do. It doesn't look that sluggish, but it is. It's so sluggish. It's like you're moving this slow. This is pretty fast when nothing's on the screen. This is okay. Now we're going to hyperspace. And I programming games is hard. This guy did a great job on these two things. But the gameplay is just awful. You're coming behind me right now, so I've got to get up here. I'll stay right here. I've never been able to collect a power-up. I played this game a lot now. I've never been able to collect a power-up. There's a power-up right there. I'm trying to get to it. I can't. There's another one. Can I get to it? No, because a joystick is terrible for going sideways around a circle. Especially this one. I missed that power-up and then I got hit. Okay, so I'm sorry for talking through. This game is... There's every other Exocet game I've played. I might go back and play again. All the other 4 we've done. This one I'm only playing because of this. I would need to remake this faster for me to want to play it. Okay, let's try this again. We got a new ship, and instead of suffering through too much more of this, we are going to do a little trick to increase the speed to 60 megahertz to play this game, to get a little bit of an idea of what it'd be like if it was done with a blitter. But it even slows down a little bit then, with trying to push so many guys on the screen. Did not need to push this. He did not need to make the game this hard. There's so many enemies on the screen. He didn't make it this hard. There's more you could have done. There. Okay. I know I'm bad at games, right? But okay, we're going to increase the speed right now. I don't think you can see this because you can only see the mouse moving. I'm increasing to 16 megahertz. I think this will work just right here. Let's try it. I think it will. There's their 60 megahertz speed. But this is more like it, right? More like it. This is what you expect the arcade game to play. I just wish it helped the gameplay at all. It's just a faster... See, I can shoot a little bit better, and I almost picked up a power-up, I think. I don't know if I don't pick up a power-up. Okay, it runs faster. So this is okay. If it had been done a little more optimized, or been done with a blitter, this game would be okay. The Amiga version, I bet, is okay. Probably is not fun, but it's okay. Look, hyperpitch is even better at 16 megahertz. I was trying to pick up that power because they come be faster, and then I get blown up again. So, is there anything where, if you're good at a game like this, I say emulate it and try it at 16 megahertz. It's actually pretty decent at this speed. I just can't stand the game design. The enemies coming from behind you. They should be coming from inside the swirl and up if this is a Gyrus-like game. Even says approaching Platblat, which is basically like Gyrus, except for they're not coming out at you, and it's so hard. They shoot, and I know I sound frustrated, but going through some of these games is pretty frustrating. I wish this was better. I was excited that it was going to be a Gyrus-style game. And it's not really. Although I love the look of your ship and the exhaust. It's pretty cool. If I could just pick one power up, I keep missing them all, but I just keep getting hit. Okay, we'll try a couple more ships to see if I can get a power up at all, just to see what happens. Because it looks like look, the first power up is speed up. So I wonder if speed up makes you play better. I don't know. It makes the game better. Let's see. I would love to see speed up. And maybe the game's hampered on purpose, and you got to get the speed up power up to get it faster when you're in 8 megahertz. I don't know. But I can't get to a power, even though I sped it up now. But I can't get to a power up. I don't know why. Maybe I need to be sitting in one place and shooting and just seeing. I know I'm complaining a lot, but like this, I don't know. I cannot stand to play too much. There's a Bosconian game like for the ST that's like this. That's just a slow, just crawling nightmare. Too. Look at that. I don't have this somewhere. I apologize for making you watch me play this over and over again. It's just I don't know what to do. Okay. One more ship, and then we're stopping this travesty. And if you got someone else play this game, and hopefully you're better than me, and you can figure out like what's good about it. I still appreciative of the programmer for making it looks pretty good. And I like arcade games like this. I picked up the power up. It's supposed to be a speed up, so I'm speed up a little bit. So I got a power up. Okay, there we go. Maybe I'll. Okay, since I got a power up, I'm gonna play a little bit more. Maybe I can get 2 power ups. I don't know what extra means, but there's like you can get a buddy and you can get beams and missiles and all kinds of stuff. I wish I could get to them. I really wish I could get to them. Should me being terrible at video games make it so that I make a terrible video? I don't know. I don't know. But now me getting 1 power up has forced me to want to play more. So maybe the game's not that bad. I'm just playing more out of like sheer spite. I don't know. But whoever designed this game, I appreciate your programming effort. I do not want to say that I don't appreciate your programming effort. I know how difficult it is to make a game. This looks pretty good. A lot of stuff is good about this game. The gameplay is not. And I'm sorry to say, I'm going to move it back to 8 megahertz right now for the final, so we're not just playing in 16 megahertz. I'll move it back to 8, so we're fair to the game. 8 megahertz standard Atari ST. We're back again. And this is Steam SSE, because this is how slow. Now look, see the difference? This is how slow it goes when you're in 8 megahertz. This is not. I wish I could speed up now and see what it does. Maybe I can. That was the power up that would have got me speed up right there. Well, any one of them would, but I just got blowed up again. Whew. I don't know what else to say about this game. Like I said, I appreciate the programming effort. I appreciate the effort in 1988 to try and make a fast arcade game on the ST. We know it's possible. The games made by the same company, or at least distributed by the same company, or published by the same company, did. This just is not. Although, let me say one more time, I love that effect. It's a great effect. I was almost got. Oh, there's power up. Can I get it? No. Let's just kind of stay over here. And then what he does is he shoves more guys on the screen before you've shot the other one. So then it just slows everything down even more. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. That was okay. Just to reiterate a little bit, that was the 5th and final game from Exocet Software. Exocet did not program any of these. They were just the publisher. They published this one. This is by PDG Limited. We don't know who the programmer is. The name of the game is The Pursuit to Earth. And I can't say anything really good about it. There's one vote. It's probably mine. I think I accidentally gave it. I think I may have to vote again. I actually gave it like a 5 There's one. Oh no, there's one vote. I guess I already voted, so it won't let me do it again. On nobody's played this game. No one remembers it on Atari Mania, and I understand why. Anyway, all right. Next time we'll have a new company and a new set of games. I don't know which one they're going to be, but hopefully they will all be better than The Pursuit to Earth.
Into the vertical plane.
An 8-Bit Rocket Studios production.